How to fix Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Unbound Special Weapon Key. Welcome back, tech lovers, to another Teknobalta fix. Today we fix an annoying little control issue in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Are you facing problems with your special weapon swap? Is your game telling you something is unbound? Don't panic, guys, we fix this. This is a common issue that many players encounter. It can be quite frustrating when you're in the middle of an intense firefight. You want to switch to that powerful special weapon, right? But nothing happens. You press every key on your keyboard. Still no luck. The game just doesn't respond. Or perhaps you see a message pop up on your screen. A message that says unbound or key not assigned. This is exactly what we're tackling today. You try to launch the game. Everything seems fine at first. You get into the action. You find that perfect special weapon on the ground. You pick it up, ready to unleash havoc. But it crashes your attempt to swap instantly. Or rather, nothing happens at all. The game just sits there. Your character holds their primary weapon. And you're left wondering, what key do I press? You send me this error, or rather, this common query. You're asking, which button is unbound? It's a simple question with a very straightforward answer. But let's dive deeper into why this confusion even arises. Sometimes default keybinds can be tricky. Games often have many different actions, and not all of them are immediately obvious, especially when you're used to other Call of Duty titles, or even different first-person shooters. The special weapon slot can vary. Sometimes it's a dedicated key. Other times it's part of the weapon cycle. In Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, it's a specific input. So, let's get down to business. Here is the fix. This is a quick and essential piece of information for all MW2 Remastered players. First, let's make sure your game is running. Launch Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered from your preferred platform, whether it's Steam or Battle.net. Get into the main menu. Don't worry about joining a match just yet. We need to check some settings first. Navigate to the Options menu. You usually find this by clicking on the Settings or Options button. It's often located in the top right or bottom right corner of your screen. Once you are in the Options menu, look for Controls. This section is crucial for everything related to how you interact with the game. Within the Controls menu, you'll likely see categories. Things like keyboard and mouse or controller. Select keyboard and mouse since we're talking about keybinds. Now scroll through the list of actions. There are many actions listed, from moving to shooting to throwing grenades. Take your time and look carefully. You are searching for an action related to weapon swapping. Specifically, something that might say special weapon swap or utility item, or maybe even switch to special weapon. The game's terminology can sometimes be a bit vague, but don't get sidetracked by all the options. Focus on the weapon management section. You might see options for primary weapon, secondary weapon, and then there it is, the special weapon. Check which key is assigned to this action. In many cases, by default, this action is mapped to the 3 key on your keyboard. Yes, the number 3. It's often used for tactical equipment, grenades, or special weapons in many games. So, if you found Unbound next to Special Weapon Swap, or if you just couldn't figure it out, the key you are looking for is the 3 key. Now, why is it often unbound or unclear? Sometimes game updates can reset keybinds. Or perhaps you customized your settings in a previous COD title, and those preferences didn't carry over perfectly. It happens more often than you think. Let's try pressing 3 in-game now. If you're already in a mission or a practice range, try picking up a special weapon. Then simply press the 3 key on your keyboard. Did it switch? It should have. Your character should now be holding that special weapon, ready to use its unique capabilities. What if it's still not working? What if the 3 key is not bound or is bound to something else? No problem, we can fix that too. Go back into those controls settings in the options menu. Find the special weapon swap action again. Click on the currently assigned key. If it says Unbound, click on it. Then press the 3 key on your keyboard. This will assign the 3 key to that action. Ensure you save your changes before exiting the menu. There's usually a Apply or Save button at the bottom of the screen. Don't forget this crucial step. Otherwise, your changes won't take effect. What if you've already assigned 3 to something else, and you prefer it that way? You can always choose another key. Find an unused key that feels comfortable for you. Maybe 4 or Z or X. But remember, the default and the most common is 3. Let's also consider some broader troubleshooting for this. If your keybinds seem generally messed up, you can always reset them to default. Look for a Reset to Default button within the Controls menu. This will revert all your key assignments to the game's original settings. This can be a good starting point if things are completely out of whack. However, be aware that you'll lose any custom keybinds you've made. So, use this option carefully. Another thing to check is your peripheral drivers. Are your keyboard drivers up to date? Sometimes outdated drivers can cause input issues. Although less common for a single keybind problem, it's always good practice to keep your system updated. Make sure your operating system is also up to date. Windows updates often include critical bug fixes, which can sometimes impact game compatibility. Also, consider any background applications. Do you have any third-party software running? Programs that might be remapping keys? Or overlay applications? Sometimes these can interfere with game inputs. Try closing any unnecessary background programs, especially if they interact with keyboard inputs. Things like macro software or game recording tools. Just for a quick test, launch the game in a clean state, with minimal background processes. This helps rule out software conflicts. Another advanced step would be to verify game file integrity. If you're using Steam, right-click on Call of Duty MW2 Remastered in your library. Go to Properties, then Local Files, and click Verify Integrity of Game Files. For Battle.net users, navigate to the game in your launcher. Click the Options gear icon, and select Scan and Repair. This process checks for any corrupted or missing game files, which could potentially affect controls or game behavior. It will automatically re-download any problematic files, ensuring your game installation is fresh and clean. This step often resolves strange, inexplicable bugs, even minor ones like an Unbound key issue. It's like giving your game a fresh start, without having to reinstall the entire thing. Once the verification is complete, restart your game. Then check your keybinds again, and try the 3 key. So, to recap the primary solution, the Unbound button you're looking for to swap to your special weapon. It is almost certainly the 3 key. Always check your in-game control settings. Confirm the assignment for Special Weapon Swap. And if it's not 3, go ahead and bind it. Ensure you apply and save your changes. Now launch the game again. Jump into a mission. Pick up the special weapon and press that 3 key. Problem solved. You're now swapping weapons like a pro. No more frustrating, unbound messages. No more fumbling around in the heat of battle. Just smooth, responsive gameplay. This fix is simple but incredibly effective. Sometimes the easiest solutions are the ones we overlook. So remember this trick for future reference. It's a common control scheme element in many games. And now you're equipped to handle it. Happy gaming, soldiers! Don't let a small keybind issue ruin your experience. Get back out there and dominate. Subscribe for more tech fixes and gaming solutions. This is Teknobalta signing off.